So this, the AeroPress Go, versus this, the original AeroPress, that's a pretty big difference. Hey everyone, I'm Brian with FrenchPressCoffee.com. Thanks for tuning in to our virtual coffee shop, and I'm talking today about a side-by-side comparison with the AeroPress Go and the original AeroPress. Now, I did a quick unboxing of the AeroPress Go, so you can check that out to see what is in the box with this new AeroPress. Let's break them both out and talk about the differences. Now, we've got the AeroPress themselves, and we can see there's certainly a size difference between the two. And that is also going to come down to how much coffee you're going to get when you're brewing with the AeroPress. So if you do want a little more out of your AeroPress, you'd want to go with the original AeroPress. With the original AeroPress, you get a funnel, you get a filter holder, handy stirrer, which is like a big paddle of a thing, scoop, which I've actually been using my AeroPress scoop in all of my coffee for a while, and then you get a coffee tote for carrying your AeroPress around, which I have used when I travel. And then let's take a look at the AeroPress Go. Now, of course, I mentioned the AeroPress itself, which is a little bit smaller than the original AeroPress. An interesting thing that comes with the AeroPress Go is that it has a mug now, and I could see many uses for this mug. I mean, it's got this handy silicone cap that goes on it. I don't think that this would keep you from losing liquid by any means, but it would be useful for carrying beans, grounds, things like that on the go, or for carrying the other bits that come with your AeroPress Go, which is a filter holder, which is this sort of handy little plastic disc that you can put your filters into and carry some filters with you. You have a scoop, and then you have a stirrer where you can see the difference between the stirring apparatus. Pretty different. This one is foldable, takes up less space. And the AeroPress Go does come with filters, just like the original AeroPress. So if we compare the two of them and how much sort of stuff there is, we can see immediately the AeroPress Go has a much smaller footprint. Now, before I pack everything up, just to show you the side-by-side comparison, let's just talk about the volume of coffee you get from your AeroPress. On the original AeroPress, you get 10 ounces of coffee, and on the AeroPress Go, you get 8 ounces. So it's not too different. You'll notice that the AeroPress Go has 1, 2, 3 marked on it, and the original has 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use those measurements for measuring your water, the amount of coffee that you put in the AeroPress. It really kind of comes down to your method for brewing. I have a specific method I like to use with my AeroPress. Yours might differ a little bit, but that's probably, again, one of the biggest differences, the volume of coffee that you're going to get. You get a little more out of the original AeroPress, but it's not incredibly different, especially when you compare the size. So then it comes down to, as I say, portability, the ability to travel with it. Let's pack everything up and I'll just show you side by side here. So this, the AeroPress Go, versus this, the original AeroPress, that's a pretty big difference. And I've got everything that came with the original AeroPress in the tote right here. You could break this down a little bit and have a little less in this tote, but if we're going by everything that comes with the original AeroPress, it's all in the tote. That's still fairly compact, but in a bag, especially a backpack, that could still take up a little bit of space. But check out the Go. This is everything all in one container, and that actually, again, doubles as a mug. And I'll just show you real quickly how we did this. We floated the filter holder on top of the filter itself. And here we have the whole AeroPress Go. And then inside of the plunger for the AeroPress Go, we placed our stirrer and our scoop. So everything goes right in there like that. Put your mug in, press down, your filters, put your silicone cap on top, and that's it. So that's pretty cool. That takes up very little space. That is essentially just like packing a to-go mug in your bag. So that's actually pretty impressive, I gotta say. I mean, the Go is definitely a real word that describes this AeroPress, because I could pack that real quickly. So what's my bottom line when comparing the AeroPress Go and the original AeroPress? Well, the Go definitely, like I say, that stands up on the AeroPress Go. This is very portable, and the only major difference between these two is, besides the size, the volume of coffee. If 2 extra ounces of coffee is really important to you, then I could see sticking with the original AeroPress. I know I'm still going to use mine, but for traveling, 8 ounces of coffee in a really compact little package, this is really excellent. Doesn't mean you couldn't use it at home as well, and the price is the same between both of them. So you can really kind of just make a decision on what's best for you. But I find that I'm usually just making cup by cup with the AeroPress anyway, so I see no reason that this would not be your one and only AeroPress. So big win from AeroPress, I gotta say. I'm impressed. I like it. As I say, I was wondering when there's going to be a new AeroPress, and boom, there it is. As always, guys, I'm Brian with FrenchPressCoffee.com. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
So did you like that video? So go ahead and give us a like. And for more caffeinated videos, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our channel as well. And if you do, I'll go ahead and give you a nice little coffee quote. Go on, I'll wait. You did it yet? Come on. There you go. And now for our quote. Remember that if it isn't caffeinated, it ain't coffee.